A pair of exciting showdowns featuring the return of boxing stars Caleb Plant and Rolando Romero in separate attractions will highlight undercard action on Saturday, September 14th, as Canelo Promotions presents pound for pound great and Mexican superstar Canelo Álvarez putting his unified WBC, WBA and WBO super middleweight world titles on the line against undefeated WBA number 1 ranked mandatory contender Edgar Berlanga. Vegas headlining a PBC pay-per-view event available on Prime Video from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Former super middleweight world champion Caleb Plant will take on undefeated contender Trevor McCumby for the interim WBA super middleweight title, while the former 140-pound world champion Rolando Romero steps into the ring against the hard-hitting Manuel Jaimes. In a 10-round bout opening the pay-per-view at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time. The pay-per-view lineup also includes the star-studded co-main event featuring Cuban star and reigning WBA middleweight world champion Arislandi the American Dream Lara taking on hard-hitting two-division world champion and Puerto Rican Tar Danny Swift Garcia in a 12-round showdown. The additions of Plant and Romero provide the loaded pay-per-view lineup with two of boxing's premier trash talkers, highlighting the high-stakes nature of the event that now features 5 current or former world champions competing across the 4 bouts. In addition to the PPV being available for purchase on Prime Video, regardless of Prime membership, fans will also be able to purchase the PPV via DAZN. Additionally, fans can purchase the PPV at ppv.com. On top of those options, fans will continue to be able to access the telecast through traditional cable and satellite outlets. Tickets for the live event are on sale now through AXS.com. The event is promoted by Canelo Promotions and TGB Promotions, in association with Matchroom Boxing. Saturday, September 14th. A stacked card with a litany of the best fighters in the sport, and it's become even jam-packed with action by adding in the hungry former world champions Caleb Plant and Romero in separate high-stakes battles, said Tom Brown, president of TGB Promotions. Plant is must-see every time he steps into the ring and will look to re-establish his dominance at 168 pounds against the rising undefeated contender McCumby, while Romero hopes to use his power-punching style to turn away Manuel Jaimes and put himself on track for another world title. Caleb Plant vs. Trevor McCumby. Former IBF super middleweight world champion Caleb Plant steps back into the ring for the first time since his memorable battle against David Benavidez, as he takes on surging unbeaten Trevor McCumby, with the winner set to walk away with the currently vacant interim WBA super middleweight title. Plant, 22-13 KOs, has used his sublime boxing skills to rise to the rank of world champion and he showed improved power since joining forces with renowned trainer Stephen Edwards for his last 2 bouts, prior to dropping a 12-round decision against Benavidez in March 2023. Plant ended an extended war of words with Anthony Dirrell via a single punch in October 2022, knocking out He former 2-time champion to deliver one of 2022's most memorable KOs. The 32-year-old Plant, who was born in Nashville, Tennessee and now lives in Las Vegas, won the IBF title in a hard-fought unanimous decision victory over Jose Uzcategui in 2019. Plant dropped Uzcategui in the 2nd and 4th rounds and cruised to victory for the championship. He made 3 successful title defenses, defeating Mike Lee and Vincent Feigenbutz by TKO in addition to a unanimous decision victory over former champion Caleb Truax. He lost the title in an undisputed championship match against Canelo Álvarez in November 2021. It feels good to be back. I've had some time away from the ring but I've used it wisely, said Plant. I've been in the gym since last June. I've sparred over 220 rounds in the past year and leading up to this fight, so I'm feeling sharper than ever. I've been smoothing the edges of my game and this is the best I've ever looked in He most complete my game has been, and I think that speaks volumes to what I have left in to prove. I guarantee that on September 14th you guys will see the best Caleb Plant yet. All I can say is, he's going to get his ass hooped. Originally from Illinois and now fighting out of Glendale, Arizona, McCumby 28-0. 21 KOs, has surged up the rankings since returning rejuvenated in 2023 from a layoff away from the sport. He 31-year-old first turned pro in 2010 off a sensational amateur career that saw him amass a 1-38-11 record with numerous national titles to his name. After campaigning at light heavyweight for the first section of his career, McCumby returned in May 2023 as a super middleweight and scored knockouts of Vicente Martin Rodriguez and Rodolfo Ezequiel Martinez in back-to-back contests. Most recently, McCumby picked apart talented longtime contender Christopher Pearson in their January 2024 bout, earning a wide unanimous decision. Sports mirrors life, and I see Caleb Plant as the symbol for those who are keeping so many down, and now it's my job to fight back," said McCumby. "No matter what resources you have to use against me, I won't be kept down. I'm inspired by everyone who fights back. And that's the mentality I'm bringing into this matchup on September 14th. Rolando Romero vs Manuel Jaimes, the former WBA super lightweight world champion. Rolando Raleigh Romero steps back into action after losing his world title to Isaac Pitbull Cruz in March, as he faces the streaking contender Manuel Jaimes in a 10-round super lightweight clash that kicks off the pay-per-view. Romero, 15-13 KOs, is known for his brash talk that he backs up with power in both hands as well as an exciting, unique style that makes him a must-see whenever he steps between the ropes. The 29-year-old rose the ranks of world champion in May 2023, stopping Ismael Barroso in round 9 to win the title, before relinquishing it in March against Isaac Cruz. The Barroso fight was Romero's first return to the ring since a May 2022 defeat against three-division champion Gervonta Davis. Prior to the Davis fight, the Las Vegas resident Romero won an interim title in August 2020 by earning a close but unanimous decision over then unbeaten Jackson Mariñez. "Happy Easter everybody," said Romero. The 24-year-old Jaimes, 16-1-1-11 KOs, enters this fight on a 4-bout winning streak, including unanimous decisions over former world champion Jonathan Romero in July. His current streak has seen him bounce back from a narrow defeat to Pedro Bernal Rodriguez in April 2022, which came after a career-best triumph in December 2021 as he stopped Moises Flores in round 2. Originally from San Jose, Jaimes now fights out of the fighting hotbed of Stockton, California, and has fought professionally since 2018. I'm very excited to be part of this great event on Mexican Independence Weekend. It's an honor to represent my parents' homeland of Michoacán, Mexico, as well as my fans in the 209 Stockton, said Jaimes. Raleigh will be the third former world champion I have faced, so I feel I'm ready for this stage. I have already worn the WBC Youth World Championship belt around my waist. This fight will get me closer to my goal of being a world champion. For more information visit www.premierboxingchampions.com. Follow Canelo Berlanga, follow on Twitter at Premier Boxing and at TGB Promotions, on Instagram at Premier Boxing and at TGB Promotions, or become a fan on Facebook at http://www.facebook.com/Premier Boxing Champions.